so happy to be here today.
What's your problem?
What is your problem?
Why you got an attitude?
Attitude.
Like, what was that? I'm so happy. Like, what is that? What the fuck are you doing? What is that? What's your problem?
What's your problem?
My problem is that you seem like you're weird. I'm being open and honest with you. Why are you being like,
okay?
Oh, I'm just so happy to be here. Oh, I love my job. This is great. Why you acting like Steve Harvey at the fucking Family Feud? Acting like you don't like your fucking job.
These are all factual things. I love my job and I'm happy to be here to record this podcast. These are all true.
I understand tone, and there was tone. It's like when Steve Harvey's like, this job is blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you doing?
We're in your little setup. You are feeling yourself, baby. You are feeling it tonight, baby.
I do, but you don't think so. Let me explain to you what happened. So I walk in the door. Monet walks in with an attitude.
What attitude?
Do y'all know how stank Megan Thee Stallion's walk is? That's how stank Monet's attitude is. She got a stank ass attitude. Let me tell my version. Then you'll tell your version. There's these old adage in sitcoms back in the 90s where everyone would tell their story and then in the end they would show the real one. So Monet walks in and I'm like, hey girl, let me show you I want to show you some stuff. Monet goes, oh, your place looks like, yeah, we've been hanging up pictures. Let me show you some stuff.
Okay, wait, no. You just glazed over something. What was the third thing I said? I said, oh my God, your place looks so nice.
I just said it out loud. I didn't glaze over. I said, Monet said, oh my God, your place looks nice.
You did not say that. I think your mind, you said it, Bob. I was listening.
Monet,
you said.
I'm telling you, this is one of those moments you'll rewind and I promise you'll be wrong.
I am actively listening to you. You was like, I opened the door and Monet wants to whatever, and then I want to show her some stuff. I promise you. Okay. Oh, I can't wait till we see the footage.
When it goes, oh, your place looks like, yeah, we've been hanging up pictures. Let me show you some stuff. I mean, the reason why it's so great to me is I know for a fact. But anyway, whatever. That's the point. So Monet walked in and was like, it looks nice.
But you acknowledged I first said, oh, your place looks nice.
I'm going to repeat what I said before. I said, Monet walks in and said, oh, the place looks nice. And I said, oh, we've been working on it. That's literally what I said a second ago. And then you stopped me and said I didn't say it. Anyway, they'll see it. Mm-hmm. And then I said, we've been hanging pictures, which I've already covered that part as well. Mm-hmm. I walked in, showed Monet the picture. There's a picture of Monet that I put up in the house. I say, if there's a picture of you here. And then we talked about a dress that I have on the floor because I can't hang it up. It's too big to hang up. And then Monet was like, stank ass walking. I said, Monet, let me show you some things. Hold on. So I grabbed Monet and said, Monet, let me show you this. Monet's like, what? And I'm like,
I said those words?
And I said, let me show you these outfits.
Did I say those words?
Probably. And I said, Monet, let me show you these outfits from We're Here, season 2. And I was like, let me show you this, and there's this one, and there's this one.
And what did I do in this process? What I just like...
No, you're kind of like...
According to you, I was like...
No, you went, well, this one's heavy. Yeah, this is cute. It's heavy. Oh, you got a lot of these dresses. I guess you got another one of these dresses. Maybe you're doing a bit. You're like, oh, you got... How many of these... I can't say what it is.
We can.
No, because it's the type of dress. The one that's it's a recreation on all of them. Anyway.
Right, but you acknowledged first, but I wasn't even thinking that you had many.
And then hold on. What is this headdress? What is this? I already saw that dress that it goes with. And then Jacob comes and gets us and goes, let's go over the thing. So we walk in and we sit down and then I'm like, and I say, which side do you want to sit on? And then Monet says, we should just keep it consistent so you go over there. And then I jokingly said, oh, you want me to walk further? So I walk around the table and I sit down. And then Monet kind of like looks around the room and then we do some microphone tests. And then at the very end of the test, Monet goes, I'm happy to be here. I like my job. Or I'm happy to be here. As if it had no tone. How much of that sounded accurate to you?
A lot of it. But I think you're projecting some...
You're not listening. I just said how much of that sounded accurate, and then you said a lot of it.
I heard inaccurate.
So you are not in a listening space today.
I think you are projecting some weirdness. I literally, the first time I walked in, I acknowledged how great your house looks. You walked into the closet. You showed me the very heavy dress that's on the floor. And then according to you, you're showing me your other stuff from the show, and I'm just like... That's seen that. I don't like that. How many? When the dress that you have multiple of, I would even think that you acknowledge. You're like, and I have so many of these. And I was like, and then I literally said, then why didn't you engaging with you? I was like, why didn't you just wear the other ones you had? You're like, oh, because this is for a number. I was like, okay, work. And then Jacob came. We came in here.
So they're happy. Oh, work. What
do you want me to do? Ooh, work, Bob. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Well, I will say, when I saw you for the first time today, I was really excited.
I saw you this morning.
I woke up out of a slumber. I was like, oh my God, Monet. I woke up. I hugged you.
No,
I said it was good to see you.
No, okay.
At first, I gathered my bearings. I woke up.
No. You forgot. I walked in the house. I came up the stairs. You like. what are you doing here?
I was
like, okay, hold on. You're like, what are you doing here? I was like, I tell you it's coming in, girl. You like, oh. Then you literally went back to sleep. You fully went back to sleep for about 15 minutes.
But when I woke up, I hugged you.
Okay.
When I was up.
I'm just saying, you went back to sleep for 15 minutes. I did some stuff around the house. They came to bring the couch.
Okay, you got me, Monet. I fell asleep. You caught me. I sleep every day.
And then you and I embraced. I hugged you. I told you I miss you. I miss you so much.
I was smiling. I was nice. I wasn't walking around like.
Then we went on to play Smash Brothers, which you had a great time. We went on live and everything. And then we talked. I walked you downstairs. You left. You maliciously, as I was leaving my driveway, blocked my car into the. Did you not do that today?
I was jumping.
You maliciously blocked my car in. I couldn't even get out.
Let me explain what happened. I literally pulled in front of Monet's driveway just long enough for her to see me. And then I was like, I did like a little catty, cute little.
So what do you do with this cute? When I do it, I'm nasty.
And then Monet put the pedal to the metal and started 0 to 60 toward my car.
Absolutely.
In her little Cherokee. And then I smiled. And can we get silence on the set? And then I drove off thinking I was going to see Monet later today and have a little kiki. Little did I know, Monet went on a date, now she's nasty. Goes on one date, now she's too good for us.
Do not do that in the car, guys. Do not. I don't want anyone to know.
To know you had a date?
Okay, then listen, do not talk about that. Can you respect my privacy?
I didn't say...
I don't want anyone to know I was on a date.
Okay, I didn't know that was a thing we couldn't say. You were talking about...
you!
Monet, you. Okay, I'm going to say, on this podcast, you've talked about someone taking a shit on your chest. So excuse me for not knowing that going on a date is too far. Lo and behold, the shitting on your chest
That's right. That's right.
But
it wasn't okay, but I was okay to talk about it.
You said, you said it. Monet, you heard it here. Monet says, all right. But whenever we mention something as simple as you going on a date.
I'm shifting into a new level in my life where I'm not mentioning that kind of stuff in my socials, in my thing. I'm going to do it. I'm good and ready.
Including the chest shooting? Or is that still part of the stuff you talk about? I just want to know. I just want to try to find out what I'm allowed to talk about in the world.
Oh my God.
I didn't know I wasn't allowed to mention that you. Am I allowed to talk about you like walking, like you went to the gym? Can I say that?
No, do not tell them. Oh my God. You are. Honestly, every day we do something together, I am more and more surprised by how fucking nutty you are. You are
surprised at these fucking
you
nuts.
Are so nutty.
What am I doing that's so nutty?
I can't even. I be trying to explain to people.
What am I doing that's so nutty? What am I doing that's so nutty?
It's like you're so nutty, but you are so convinced that you're not nutty, and it literally. And then I feel like
you stop rocking the table.
I feel like this reverse psychological thing. I feel like I'm having a psychotic break talking to you.
What am I doing that's nutty?
Can you talk about the Nicki Minaj call?
Well, I want to know what I'm doing that's nutty.
The pound the alarm call in the morning. When he called you and did all the pound the alarm.
Oh my God!
With Jacob, by the way, I wasn't by myself.
The other day, thank you, Jacob. So I called Bob the drag. No, Bob the drag queen calls me, and you literally proceed for about a minute and 42 seconds.
It wasn't that long.
It was that long.
Okay, I'm gonna give the real recounting. Me and Jacob were driving the car, and then I was like, we were talking about Nicki, and then Pound the Alarm came on. Or we talked about Pound the Alarm. We were just talking about Nicki's lyrics, how much we love her. And then I just called Monet, and then the phone rang, and she answered, and I said, yo, what I gotta do to show these girls that I own them. Some call me Nicki, and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in Ibiza.
And I was like,
just stepping out of my own sneaker.
Yeah, I was like,
sexy, flexy, that's all I do. If you need a bad bitch, let me call a few. And then Jacob jumped in and said some lyrics as well. And then we finished the verse.
And then I was like, wait, Bob, I need to say something. You were like, Monet, can I please finish my literally?
So I called you.
Monet, can I please finish my lyrics?
You're being a little extra. That's why I called you so I could sing the song to you. And what is that? Is that horrible? Is that mean? What are you? I don't understand what you do. Why are you deep breathing like I'm doing crazy shit over here?
You're crazy
because I called you and sang a song to you.
And yet, and when I tried to get a word, and you're like, no, let me finish.
That's not what I did.
Basically,
I said, Monet, let me finish my song. I didn't scream at you. I was in public, so I wasn't screaming. I was out in public. I said, wait, let me finish my song. And then I sang you a song. That's not weird. You act like I'm I'm calling you and like beating you up. All I did was
I mean, you pretty much do.
by calling you and singing you a song.
Not that time specifically, no.
You also did not even at one point today say thank you for what I did for you today. Didn't even utter the words. Didn't even utter.
This is literally Kill Bill. I'm like, man.
You couldn't even form your lips to say the words.
Okay. How much time do we? I don't even have enough time. We have to take a break.
We have time.
Yeah, we have time. Don't be trying to get out of it.
I called Bob the Jackman yesterday. We spoke a lot yesterday. You were just one of the days where you were calling each other back and forth.
Yeah, apparently with my annoying songs.
And
I won't do that anymore.
And I was like, hey, so the Crit and Barrel couch that I've been waiting for literally months. I was like, hey, they're delivering it on Sunday. I don't arrive in LA until 9:30. So the delivery window was between 8 and 11. Mm-hmm. And they were like,
say your address.
And every detail, say your address. So I was like, hey Bob, can you go to my house from 8 to 11 to wait for my couch to come, just in case I don't get there by the time it gets there. He's like, sure, Monet, but please text me the details. This is gonna be so good. Monet, please text me the details of the delivery. I was like, perfect. Literally in that moment, I texted to Bob, right? This was at about 8:30. 11 o'clock, I got a text message from Jacob. Hey, can you please send Caldwell the details for the thing? And I was like, I already did. Bitch, I screenshotted it, circled it in red, and the time, and what I sent him, the details for the thing. And I was like, is this another fucking Jay Solcenti cartoon numbers fantasy? Because I was like, I'm not beat. I'm not here for it. So Jacob was like, oh, it's a mistake. He didn't realize that you sent it to him. I was like, okay, work. So then I
That's what you said, Jacob?
I can pull it up right here. Oh yeah, he got it. He just didn't realize. Thanks. This is what Jacob said.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so then this cut to this morning. I arrived at LAX.
No, you just left out a huge chunk of the story. What? So then when they called me with Kamika on the phone, and I said, now to give you guys my perspective. I'm driving a car. Monet says, can you please do that? I said, yeah, I'm driving, so just text me the information. And then
I did immediately in that moment.
And then the next thing I get, with no prompting to anyone, is a text from Monet with a screenshot in a circle. I have not spoken to Jacob. I have not spoken to Monet. I have not mentioned this text to anybody. Me and Jacob never had a conversation. I never said, why would you not text me? I never said it to you.
So why would Jacob
has his own. Ask Jacob. Me and Jacob are not fucking one unit.
Well, y'all were together when you called me. So in my mind, I think y'all are together. Why would I think y'all are not together?
So then I told Monet, I did not tell Jacob to do that. Monet says, you are a liar. I do not believe you. Yes, you did. You're fucking lying. I don't believe you.
Where?
I think you. This is on the phone with Kamika.
Lies. I didn't say that.
Give me my phone. We're calling Kamika right the fuck now. Jacob, go get my phone. We're calling Kamika because you are not. My favorite thing to do is to call your friends because no. We're gonna make this an extra.
After the break.
No. All right, we'll be back. Kamika will be when we get back. I cannot wait to get this confirmation because you said because Jacob was there and heard it because Jacob had a whole discussion about it. He goes, Monet likes to just egg you on. She's doing it to egg you on. Jacob, can you confirm that, Jacob?
Okay,
Please leave your message.
So was it that you didn't do it? Or you egging me on?
Jacob said what? The reason I sent you the text?
No, that you were like you're a liar.
I didn't say that.
Jacob, did you hear it?
I mean, he gonna cooperate.
Jacob, just answer the question.
Of course, gonna cooperate your story.
Did you hear it?
Sorry, what is the question specifically?
Oh, wonderful. Kamika, you're on the podcast. How you doing?
Hi, Kamika.
Hello.
Kamika, do you remember yesterday when you and Kevin called me?
Yes, we called you.
Do you remember when Kevin accused me of lying about?
What are you?
Let me finish.
Oh my god.
Do you remember when Kevin kept saying I was lying about saying Jacob told me to text him?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
No, hold on. Kamika, what did I say?
Thank you, Kamika.
What did I say?
I don't remember verbatim.
Thank you. She shouldn't remember.
No,
but
she said verbatim. She said I don't remember verbatim.
No. First of all, also you egged her on. You should have asked. You should have asked Kamika. What did Kevin say?
Kamika is a grown woman.
No, you baited her. You baited Kamika into giving the response that she wanted. And that's how you roll. That's how you play the game.
Well, Kamika, thank you so much for giving your truthful, honest response.
You baited Kamika into response.
Well, Kamika, did I bait you into that? Did I trick you, Kamika?
Yes.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kamika, you know what's going on.
Kamika, thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Wait, y'all know Bob baited Kamika into no response.
You are
Bob called Kamika.
Wait, I can't even do it.
No, Bob, no, hold on. You called Kamika and you were like, do you remember that time that Monet showed up to your house at 2 a.m. and called Bob a black bitch? Yeah. No.
And then what's funny that you tried to bait her into a lie.
No, I didn't.
And then I said, Kamika, did I bait you? And she goes, no.
I asked her, what did I say? She said, I don't remember verbatim. But she didn't say anything.
She said, I don't remember verbatim.
But she should have asked her to give
and
say
then
what
I
said.
Kamika, did I bait you into the answer? To which she responded, no.
Right, but I'm saying, there is no ocular proof of what I said. Kamika and
Just me, Kamika, and Jacob all corroborating the same story.
But Kamika didn't say what I said. You just gave her a vague thing. You were like, do you remember when Monet said I lied?
Monet, you lost.
I did not lose this one. I did not lose this one at all. You're drunk.
Me, Kamika, and Jacob have all corroborated that you accused me of lying. I asked Kamika, she said yes. Jacob said yes. I said yes.
Response.
You're the only one who's saying no.
You made a response.
Monet, you lost this one.
I did not
you got to
lose.
wrap it. All right, go back to this morning. I got you on that one.
Anyway, so I landed at LAX at 9 a.m. and then I have like 3 missed calls from Crate and Barrel, and they're like, "Hello, Mr. Burton. We are outside your apartment, and we're gonna wait for 15 minutes, and if no one answers, we're gonna leave." So then I called you. Your phone kept going to voicemail, and I called Jacob. Jacob didn't answer his phone, and then you called me back, and you were like, I texted her. I said, "Did they come?" You said, "No, they didn't come." And I was like, "Well, they said they did." And I called them back, and they said no one was there to receive the thing. So I said, "Can y'all come back?" They said, "Yeah." So I got to the house, and I said what happened. And then you want me to thank you for going to my house?
So this is what happened. Monet asked me to go to her home to wait for the people from Crate and Barrel. Now I want to make this abundantly clear. Crate and Barrel does not go to Monet's door. They go to Monet's building. They call Monet. Monet's not answering. She's on a plane. I have no way of knowing that Crate and Barrel's outside. Literally no way, because Monet didn't give me their number. Monet did not give them my number. So Crate and Barrel's outside calling Monet, who's on an airplane. I am inside. Uh-huh. I have no way of knowing they're there. So they leave.
That's completely valid.
So what I did was, you asked me to go to your house at 8 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I went there. I stayed the entire time, and that is what I'm saying. Would be nice to say thank you for.
That's valid. And
so is that something you say thank you for? Or
I
not?
did say thank you this morning.
You didn't. Can you say it now? Then?
I did.
So thank
you for going to my house.
So the answer to your question is yes.
If I was to go to your house and get a package, and I had none of the things or the tools that you didn't have for me, I would stand outside. But again, I understand that's how everyone operates. Everyone doesn't think the same way. So I get that.
So you may stand outside from what hour to what hour?
In your car was parked right in the front.
From what hour to what hour?
For 8 to 11. Your car.
You mean to stand outside your apartment?
Your
8
car
to 9.
Your car.
9 to for 3 hours.
Hold on. If it was me,
you would sit out somewhere for 3 hours.
Absolutely, I have done it before for people.
So let me ask you this question: if you wanted me to stand outside your apartment, why did you give me the lock for your apartment to go inside of it?
So to let them in when they got there with the couch.
So you wanted me to stand? I am wild.
Sit in your car, which your car
with my car running for 3 hours.
You don't have to run your car, bitch.
In the hot car for 3 hours.
It was not hot. It's 8 o'clock in the morning in LA. It's not hot.
Okay, so
also you have a brand new. I'm not going to say your business. Your car. You can sit in your car with.
It's a Toyota Venz. I don't care if you know how to drive a Toyota Venz.
You can sit in your car with the air on. I sit in my car and just text and talk on the phone for hours. That's not a weird thing. But also, I want to say, where your car was parked is where the truck comes. So, I mean, again, that's just how everyone. Not everyone operates the same way. Not everyone thinks the same way. I also will say too. Monday did not say, "Can you go to my place and sit in your car for 3 hours?" Can you go to my house and wait for them? Yes, I didn't think I needed to explain everything. But again, I already said thank you for doing it this morning. I didn't think I need to explain everything, but I got my count, so it's all good. Everyone doesn't operate the same way, and that's fine. That's valid. That's how life works. I mean, sure, Monet, but I think that in my opinion, I would be like, oh my God, thank you for doing this. That's so great. I'm not going to give you any shit because I didn't prepare you. You know what I would have done? I would have reached out to Crate and Barrel and given them the phone number of the person so they don't have to wait outside in their car. Well, you know what? That's what I would have done. But we don't all operate the same way. We don't all operate the same way. I have done many things. We don't all operate the same way. Where I had to use my noggin. We don't operate the same way. I will say this. It don't matter. I don't have all the tools from you. I just make it work when I need to make it work. Something you said that is true is we don't operate the same way.
would have been like, I don't want Monet to sit in her car outside for 3 hours, so I would just reach out to Crate and Barrel and give them the phone number. But you know what, Monet? We don't all operate the same way.
We don't. Everyone does not think the same. Everyone doesn't do the same things. And we live, we learn, and we get our couches eventually. I got it today. It was all good.
And then you showed up with attitude.
I did not have it. When did I have an attitude this morning?
Not this morning.
But if I was such a nasty bitch this morning, when was
I
this
didn't say this morning.
Well, you said I didn't apologize. I walked in with attitude. Oh,
here.
Mm-hmm.
This evening, 9:35, September 5th. You are on one.
I'm not. It is not night. What is 9:35 now? So I just showed up with the attitude, or like it was early when I got here?
As soon, I would say the attitude was roughly when I sensed it when we were in my drag closet, and I said, "Ooh, someone is in a." I said, "Ooh, it's gonna be one of those days." That was when I first sensed it.
Got it.
So that's just my take on the day,
and it's valid. Those are your feelings, and they're valid.
And there was a little bit of in the beginning of our conversation here, some mishearing
on both parts,
probably.
Yeah,
but that is my take on our experience today. Obviously, we both would handle things completely differently.
Of course.
You are so nasty today.
How am I nasty?
Is so nasty.
How am I nasty?
I think that if I were talking to you the way you're talking to me, you'd be like, "Oh my God, you are being so nasty." If I was like, "We're all just different. Some people are just different." Of course. And you don't see anything in that. You don't see anything in that.
Anything in what do you say? I don't see anything meaning. I don't
like
see
for example, when
nasty.
someone goes like, "Are you in a?" It's like at a reality TV show at the reunion when someone go, "Shea Coulee, are you mad?"
Do I look upset?
I'm not mad. Do I look upset? I'm not upset at all. You don't see anything in that.
Yes, of course. There's just jest, and there is a podcast, and there is what our banter is, but nothing is mean and nasty.
Not mean and nasty. It is.
That's what you just said.
I said you're on one.
And on one means I'm being extra, I'm being rude, I'm being nasty. That's
you are sprinkling in a lot of words.
When we say, "Ooh, girl, you are on one," that means a person has an attitude. Literally every time we do it on the podcast,
you are sprinkling in a lot of words.
Every time we say it on the podcast, we are saying that the person is exhibiting attitude and a little rudeness. Typically, would you agree with that?
I think.
Would you agree with that?
No.
Can you answer my?
No.
You don't agree with that?
No, are you going to let me tell you what? So when someone says someone is on one, they're being a little extra. I wouldn't say there's necessarily always rudeness, but if someone's being a little bit extra.
Attitude.
Maybe attitude, but not.
Okay, so what did I do earlier? So when I was being on one, what was I exhibiting?
Like for example,
what would be in the cocktail of that on one?
It was like you being like, "I like my job. I'm
no. Because you said you felt it when we were back there in the room. So what was in that on one cocktail back then? That made what was some of the adjectives that you?
Well, our normal energy. It's like our normal. Whenever we see each other, like, "Oh my God," and then we're having like that. It was just a different vibe.
But what can you give me some adjectives? Oh, vibe. That word you using, and I like it.
See, and there it is. You're doing it again.
Oh my God.
You're doing it again. Look at you doing it again. Look at you. You're doing it again. You're doing it again.
Can you give me the?
You're so trapped in it. Oh, there it is.
Can you please tell me some of the adjectives of the on one when you felt it in that moment?
So it's not necessarily adjectives. Some of them are actions. Some of them are verbs.
Okay, so what? Okay, so can you tell me some of the recipes? What is the recipe for that on one? The specific on one cocktail today back in the room. What was some of the?
So for example, when you walk in and I'm like, "Hey, girl," and I'm like, you say things look nice, and I say, "Oh yeah, we've been hanging pictures." I specifically remember saying, "Yeah, we did. So we hung some pictures. Let me show you these pictures." And then we go around and I'm showing them to you, and it's kind of like, instead of your normal jaunt or walk or gait, it's like a
and I was doing all of that with my face.
See, it's like it has that essence. And there have been times when I've been in a mood and it's not something specific I've done. It doesn't have to be specifically at 3:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the sun was at this point and I went, ugh. But you're like, "Ooh, Bob is definitely."
No, definitely. Anytime I said you were on one, it's typically you've done something. I'm like, "Ooh, girl." It's normally a thing that happens. It's like, "Ooh, girl, you did that thing," and I'm like, "You're on one." So I'm asking, what were the things that I did? So because I didn't have a bigger response to the pictures.
Have you ever heard the expression, You don't always remember what people say, but you remember how they made you feel?
That's literally my thing here. I always say, I don't remember details. I remember how I feel.
Then that's what it is.
Okay, but
I don't remember the details, but I remember being like, "Ooh, there's a."
But just a little bit ago, you said right. You there was.
I remember the moment. I don't remember what you did. I remember the moment. I remember how I felt.
You remember what I said? It was there.
I'm gonna reiterate. I remember how I felt.
Okay, and so and how did I make you feel in that moment?
It was kind of like you were like exhausted to be. It was the same.
No, not me. How did I make you feel? So
like
I understand.
I felt like you were exhausted to be around me. It was kind of like when you were like, "Whew, all right, we're gonna do a podcast." It was that same energy without those words.
Work. So I made you feel exhausted.
I didn't say you made me feel. I said you did, and I felt that way.
No, right. So that's what I said. I made you feel. That's what we're saying.
I don't use those words. I usually say I felt this way because I don't like to put people in charge of my feelings. I don't want to say that people's actions are based like, I mean, no one's a witch. You can't make me feel anything. I have a part in feeling the way I feel. So I definitely, I would say I have the biggest hand in feeling the way I feel in response to people's actions, because some actions make different people feel completely different ways.
Right.
Someone else might have been like, literally not thought anything and just been like, oh, look at these dresses. Someone else might have been like viciously hurt and start crying. Someone else might have just had almost a very similar reaction, but maybe tweaked a little. So I think that I have the biggest hand in feeling the way I feel when I interact with people.
Agreed.
Which is why I don't use the words like, you made me feel. Now, I did use it in the expression just now because Maya Angelou said it, and that was the exact quote. They don't remember what you said, but they remember how you made them feel. So I use it in that context. That is the quote, and it's a quote that you use quite often. But I don't always remember what people said or what they did, but I almost always remember how I felt in the moment.
Work.
That's your whole response?
I mean, there's nothing. The moment has happened, and you felt how you felt, and we're at this point. So I guess my question to you is, how can I make you feel better, that's your opinion. People, there are different opinions that there are active things that someone can do to make people feel better. So I guess in this moment, what can I do in this moment to help you feel better about today's situation?
Well, I don't think that I necessarily need anything from you. I like to do my work on myself as opposed to relying on outside sources to make me feel better, to validate me and my experiences and my feelings. Therefore, I just, I tend to do my own work. And I'll communicate with people. I will talk with people. I think that engaging in open and honest communication always helps people navigate interpersonal relationships in general. But I don't think it is your responsibility to make me feel anything.
Well, that's your opinion.
For me, it is.
For me,
it is my opinion about myself.
As someone's friend, as someone's, platonic life partner, to do things to help that person feel better.
I feel, this is just conjecture. I could be engaging in pure conjecture here. I feel like in this moment, there may have been a moment where maybe the both of us are realizing, oh, I've been inflammatory on this evening.
I don't share those same feelings. I don't feel like I was big enough.
I was most talking about you, and I was trying to I was giving you an out. I was giving you an out. So.
I don't feel like I was playing inflammatory. I feel like I came here. I was on the phone with my friend saying I'm going to do a podcast. I was happy to come and podcast in the new space. And I don't know these.
So when was your moment?
My moment of what? I don't think I had a moment. So I don't know.
So you're in the same space now as you were when you walked through the door. You were in the same.
Yes, I am still.
Nothing's changed.
I mean, in terms of talking about Kamika and all that stuff like that, those were moments in time, but none of that has affected my disposition or my feelings of being here recording a podcast tonight. Not at all.
Are you in the same disposition now as you were when you walked in the door?
Yes.
And that, I think, is probably true.
I mean, what does that mean?
I think that, for example, I'm so glad you said this. Do you think we have this? Hold on. This is.
Make you feel my love.
Do you think you and I have this same vibe right now? Is this the disposition you're in?
No. But what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just asking, like.
What are you laughing at? I love you so much. Bob, you're looking at the wrong camera. You have to look at the other camera.
Yes, that's that. You see that girl? The one shaking her head like, girl, I'm in that space. So I am in this in that.
I don't know. This is a video called Bob the Drag Queen and Monet Exchange being sweet and cuddly.
Oh my God.
But also,
So
we don't. But also,
that-
I never said I was in the sweet and cuddly space. Monet's late. This sounds like someone was trying to put me in a bad mood. But I don't think.
I think you showing up late and then me saying you're late, I'm putting you in a bad mood.
By pointing out, by screaming into the whole room. Oh, we all know when we were back in school that when you walk into late to class and the one raggedy bitch in the back be like, Jacob late again. Why did you need to say that? Anyway,
Isn't the one walking in late the raggedy bitch?
Yeah, but it is the
Because now everyone's affected because you're late.
It isn't. Why are you affected by me being late to class? You don't know what's happening at home. You don't know if I missed the bus.
What you don't
don't know
remember,
if I pissed myself.
What you don't
know.
remember is that day you and I were meeting because we had a podcast to do, and I was waiting for you.
No, not this day.
Well, you were late both days.
No, that was not that day. We did not do the podcast when I had the black and white shit. So that's not what that was.
Well, you were late the other day too. Go ahead.
You don't know. I can be in my booth whatever time I need to be in my booth. You don't worry about
No,
my
but we had a
booth.
podcast together.
But the day Patty and I walked into that together. What are you talking about? No, baby. I think you're bugging. Because that's the day. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, we don't need to be every time we do this podcast, we're not in a sweet and cuddly space. We are human beings. We feel many different emotions. And oftentimes everyone else watching this podcast, they experience those waves with us. I don't need to be sweet and cute and cuddly every podcast that we do together. Yeah. And I think that's what makes those moments even special because we show real raw. Nobody's sweet and cuddly all the time. Maybe Blair Sinclair.
Not the Blair Sinclair read. That's
not a read. Like, see, look at you. Me saying Blair Sinclair sweet and cuddly is not a read to her. Why is that a read?
Maybe it's not a read. I do not think that we always have to be sweet and cuddly because we have times where we're definitely not sweet and cuddly. However, I think that whenever you're interacting with somebody, you're in like a sweet and cuddly mood and they're in whatever mood they're in. I do think that can be jarring, and then you have to readjust yourself because that person's not feeling that. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to readjust my mind frame because I'm not being reciprocated with what I was expecting. But also, putting expectation on other people is not...
I was just about to say it. So, I mean, if you were in a sweet and cuddly space, then I think it's not my responsibility to help you and stay there or maintain that. I'm going to come in with my energy because many things have happened to me today. And I was looking forward to coming and doing a podcast of the other things that happened today.
I agree. I don't think that it is anyone's job to make someone, to match anyone's energy. Right. I think the energy you have in the moment is the energy you have in the moment. And I think that is valid. But I do think that sometimes when people readjust whatever their energy is, that can take a lot because you're trying to basically change your mood in a moment.
Like you're trying to change your mood to match my mood?
Or to make
or
it...
me to match
no,
you.
I mean, I don't know if you're changing your mood. I only know what I'm trying to do with my mood. But if anyone is trying to match someone else's mood or... I think that interacting with people who are in different moods can also instantly change your mood without even a warning. Yeah, almost as a chemical reaction.
Yeah, that's everything though. It's every day, every interaction, pretty much.
I think what I was doing was craving. I was like really. I think also one thing I was just so excited because I was doing a viewing party for a television show that I probably should be doing parties for, and I was like, I cannot wait to show you. I've been excited to show everyone this setup. I've been working on this for almost 2 weeks, pretty much every day that I don't have work. Well, even when I have work, but if I'm not leaving the house, I had to get in drag like 3 days in a row. Like outside of the house, I was like shooting on location. So once I was like in my home, I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting to show people this. And the one person I was the most excited to show this out of everybody in the world was you. So, but also you don't owe me any sort of reaction when you get here.
So you were more upset that I didn't have a bigger reaction to this.
Do I look upset?
I mean,
upset.
it's not that you're saying.
Look at my shade shirt. Do I look upset? I'm not upset.
I said it looked great. I told you before I love the colors you chose. I asked you about the curtain to make sure it wasn't going to fall while we were filming. I mean, I don't know. I just don't always have big reactions to things. Also, Kamika and I partied last night. I didn't sleep. I got here. I went to the gym. I'm also tired. There's just many things were contributing to how I feel.
Again, you do not owe me anything.
But it seems like that was a big reason to what made this entire podcast happen.
Well, I think that is certainly giving me almost the entire weight of the scenario, which I don't think is necessarily true.
We also have to have a dance rehearsal. No, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
But see, look, you're exhausted with everything with me. You're like, oh, we have a dance rehearsal.
No, I'm
just fucking podcast.
I did a lot of. I had a lot of fun this weekend.
Then, bitch, if you're tired, say you're tired.
I'm not tired.
You just said you were tired. You just verbatim said the words, I'm really tired.
I'm just like a little.
You just went from I'm really tired to I'm not tired. So which one is? Are you tired?
I'm a little exuberated.
What the fuck does that mean? what is that word?
It's like a little bit before exhausted.
Is that a word?
Yes, exuberated.
Hey Google, what does exuberated mean?
Exuberate.
Here's the definition of
Exuberate? Did you make this word up? How do you spell exuberate?
EXHUME RATE, something like that.
This is not a word,
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Maybe I spelled it wrong. Exuberate is a word.
Exumerate is a piece of digital artwork by Andrew Kotlinski, which was uploaded on October 27, 2017.
Hold on.
I don't think exumerate is a word, Monet.
Exuberate is a word.
I don't think it is.
Exhumed.
That's when you dig something up.
Wait, hold on.
When you exhuming a grave is when you dig up a grave. It's not exhumed. Do you mean exacerbated?
Exuberate. That's what I meant.
But this is also not the word. This is to be exuberant. What you're saying isn't a word. This is another.
Exuberated, Peter. There's some word that
No.
It's like yes.
This is another
there's
A
like
spot.
some type of exuma something that is a word that means like a little before exhausted. I remember this in 7th grade.
Your teacher clowned you.
She did not.
Your teacher was like, I wonder how long they'll think this is true.
I remember I will never forget that word because of that one class.
Man, you forgot stuff we said earlier today because you're very tired. You forgot you said you were very tired 3 seconds after you said you were very tired.
Miss Negri in 7th grade.
Was that even her name?
Miss Negri, yes. Talking about exuberate. It was like a big thing. We did a whole unit on definition, the exuberate.
Enumerate?
No.
It's not a word, but
Miss Negri told us it's a word.
But you gotta know, I call her too. I will call anyone at any hour if it benefits this goddamn podcast. What?
You seem so happy now.
I can't stand you.
I love you so much.
You are one of those.
I'm so what?
Give me my hands back.
Your hands are so cold. Oh my God, you were cold, bitch. You were.
I told you I live in a cold house.
No, so no. What that means that when your hands is cold, that means that you was heated. Yeah, like when your hands is cold, that means because all the blood was like rushing to your head because your head was like You didn't know that?
I mean,
when you think really hard, all the blood rushes to your head.
I mean, I'm not.
Your brain is like, we need oxygen.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
I am.
I'll take your word for it. You're a doctor, a linguist,
a cunning linguist.
I think that sometimes, and I think that both of us do this. You don't have to admit it. I'll cop to my part in it. If one of us is in a bad mood, The other one can't be in a good mood until the other one's in a bad mood. Like one of us would be happy, the other would be annoyed, and then we can't bump. It's like a bump, and then that person. Then once the other person is like, I am the gaslightery. You're gonna at some point you're gonna have to admit this Kamika thing. The Kamika thing is wild.
I remember us FaceTiming you. We Facebook called you because Kamika really wants to talk to you. And then I don't remember what happened after that. Maybe I did.
Wait. Okay, so a second ago, your memory was so crystal clear, and now you're like, I don't even remember.
I don't. Okay, well, I don't.
That's why your mama did.
I don't.
Wait, we were at Target the other day, and I called, but this was the day I kept calling Monet. I was at Target, and I was like, Monet, I put out a tweet, and everyone kept saying I was dragging Ginger Minge. And I said, I'm not dragging Ginger Minge. I was genuinely giving everyone a compliment. And I said, whenever I read, I'm genuinely not subtle. It's not my style to do really subtle reads. I do like full on shade, like reading, not shade, reading. And then Monet was like, no, a read is like, you listen, you dumb gutter butt trash ass stupid bitch. You ain't. It was a lot. You were like along the. It was. I won't say her name, but what you said about Redacted when she kept coming for you on your podcast with Bunny. When they like, that's the fucking read. And I was like, when that is me, like, this is where this is not read. This is just downright, like, y'all niggas is fighting at this point. So that's when Monet kept, so now, Monet kept saying over and over again.
It's a TikTok thing.
I said, because Monet is the kind of bitch. Everyone's joking. Everyone's like, nigga, your hat too small. And everybody was like, yeah, that's why your mama dead. Dead as hell. It's this TikTok video of the person who always takes it too far. And Monet, that's why your mama dead. That is you.
I don't joke like that.
I am the one who, I will say, there's other video, it was kind of like this other TikTok. It was this guy teasing this girl over and over and over again, but she couldn't get a rebuttal back in, but he just kept going and everyone kept laughing. And then she said something like really mean. I would say I am that one, but you are. That's why your mama did. Yeah, as hell.
Let's take another break and then we can have a holding hand circle.
I hate you. You're a monster.
And we are back. Bob, I'm just so happy that we get to have these feelings and have our lines of open and honest communication with each other.
This is a roller coaster of an episode.
It is. I can't. This is too much. I'm not letting go.
I have a strong feeling that Monet's gonna watch and be like, we can't release this one.
Why?
Well, you've done it with us before.
No, the one I said was the one that we had. I still have the footage on my phone. It's 27 minutes of us saying what. I still have the footage on my phone. 27 minutes. And let me show you how, just to let y'all know how Bob, look.
I stand by that one.
Your face in the video, your face in the thumbnail is so funny.
When I tell you I stand by this video, I stand. Now, Monet, you don't mention it because they're gonna literally beg to see it, and I know you will never release these transcripts, honey.
No, we can.
Monet, don't do it. Don't do it.
Look at your,
because you were on one.
Look at your face in the thumbnail. My face in the thumbnail.
Is that in? Okay. First of all, this is my version.
Oh wait, Jacob. Sorry, I like moved it. You gotta see the
thumbnail. What y'all didn't even see. Okay, there are.
Just look. And his face in the thumbnail. Word.
So there are 3 legendary moments from Sibling Rivalry that either didn't make the cut or had to be edited down. The lightest of the 3 was the painting, the Bob Ross challenge.
The Bob Ross challenge.
Monet was on one for the Bob Ross challenge. Monet won't admit it. Even the comments were like, damn, Monet, what is wrong with Monet? The second one, which had to be edited so severe that they cut out all the lines, was the sewing challenge. Monet was accusing me of unplugging her machine. It was. Maybe she was tired. I don't know. Maybe Miss Thing was tired. And then the third one, which is one that will literally never see the light of day, was that video on that day. It started. I will never forget how it started because Monet kept being like,
"Oh my God, that's always me, Jacob."
Monet said, "We always film your house. Why don't we ever film my house?" I said, "It's fine. We'll come." So me and Jacob gathered the cameras and we rode down to Monet's place. And then I get there. And Monet has like I'm going to use the word a strip of paper. It is like.
No, it's a roll. I had a roll.
It's smaller than the one you have now.
It's smaller than
Me
what
and
I have
Monet
now.
is big niggas. We are large. This is not like Monet and I are like the step before people are humongous. Like it's like
Damn, are we?
Monet. We are both of us
Are we large?
Both of us are over 5'11", 5'10", and over 200 pounds. Those are large people.
That second one, I don't know. I'll see for yourself.
We got a scale. We can crunch the numbers.
Oh, bitch, scale don't be crunching.
But so Monet has us on this. I mean, y'all, Monet. I am sitting in Monet's lap. We are trying to keep our shoulders.
That's a little extra.
Trying to keep our shoulders on this green screen. Trying so hard to keep our shoulders on this green screen. It was a little tight, and I was like, we're gonna make it work. So I was a little bit annoyed, and then Monet said something that I did not agree with, and then I told her I don't agree with it, and then Monet was like, and then who called it? I think I called it.
No, Jacob called it. Because then we were going back and forth. Jacob was like, I think we should just cut this today.
Jacob was about to say it today.
and then I know how the bot was bad because they were getting ready to go home. And Jake was like, I can call the car. Bob was like, I'm going to walk.
I did walk. Because you were wilding out.
I was like, damn. Jake was like, I'm going to call the car 7 minutes away. But I was like, I'm going to walk. And I was like, it was very dramatic. It was very dramatic.
I needed to walk in the air. I had to be alone. What's wrong with that?
It was just so dramatic.
There is nothing wrong with needing to be alone.
No one is saying it was just very dramatic. I was like, this is too much.
It was also in the height of the pandemic. I was like, I need to be myself. I'm going to walk home. And I think that is valid.
It's valid. No one's saying it's not. It was just...
But nigga, why you laughing? And then Monet said this thing that she said that I vehemently disagreed with, which is a word that I disagreed with. And then the conversation got so long, and then Monet was saying she didn't want to talk about it at all. And then I was saying, I mean, you have the footage, so you're gonna be able to be more accurate than I am. So I was like,
I haven't watched it.
I think the podcast is more about being honest, and it's okay to be wrong about things.
But the thing, I didn't feel like I was wrong, but we know why we didn't put it because it would have been a whole situation. Because I didn't feel like it was, and again,
we cannot.
And we have
they're gonna ask.
We have kind of like adjacently talk about it, kind of in other episodes, and reading people response. And I still don't think it's something I'm wrong about. But I mean, I think we can revisit. We can have the conversation. I think we can have this. We can have the conversation.
Here's what me.
Of course, and I think
the Lisa Simpson.
Is it Lisa Simpson?
It's Lisa Simpson.
Isn't there one with like a black guy?
No, just Lisa Simpson.
Oh,
this shit is my.
But you kill me with the I'm gonna walk.
I think I probably said I think I need to walk home.
No, you said I'm gonna walk. I'll never forget it because it was so.
You said that you'll never forget things you've forgotten in the time we've been here.
It felt like a movie.
You never forgot exumerate. What was it?
Exumerated.
You never forgot that. And I think you forgot it.
It was very dramatic. I was like, this is like a movie.
What are synonyms for exhausted?
Here are some synonyms for exhausted.
She just said synonyms.
Weary, dog tired.
Not dog tired. Is it innervated?
No, it's not innervated.
Doesn't that sound like the word you're looking for? Innervated?
It was exuberated. Exumerated. Exumerated.
But that's not a word.
I guess it's not, but Miss Negri told us it was. Miss Negri from Marine Park. The teacher that's always talking about the fucking Titanic. That we have to do the whole unit on Titanic. She's obsessed with this. It was like a unit in class about the words and definitions. And exumerated was like a highlight of that.
You know what? I wasn't there, but I'm sure if I had one of your friends' numbers, calling your friends is probably one of the best tools that I have on this podcast.
Can I get some of your friends' numbers?
You have all my friends' phone numbers.
No, I mean your friends from back in the day, the ones that I don't know.
You can have Summer's phone number.
And I want, what's the name? Jamie, Jaime.
His name's Jaime.
I want Jaime's number.
You can have Jaime's phone number.
What's the girl you used to live uptown with?
Michelle.
Michelle's number 2.
You can have Michelle's number. You can have Jaime, Michelle, Shane.
I need to get Justin. I had Justin number when I did that gig in Atlanta, and I would start calling Justin. Justin going.
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now about Justin.
What?
Don't call Justin.
Why?
When I tell you Justin is the definition of ride or die, Justin would never, ever in a million years turn on me. Ever. Literally never. That is the one person that you could never get to even.
I'm not asking him to turn on you. I'm saying to tell me the
Justin
truth.
would lie, beg, steal, cheat, and borrow to exonerate me.
How you know?
Because this was our entire job. So when me and Justin, we were never the kids who said, I'm telling mom. We never told him. We never ratted on each other. We never told each other. If we did something wrong, we conspired together to trick Martha Caldwell, to gaslight our mother.
That's when it started. That's when it started.
Can you tell the story about the thing you broke?
Narrow it down.
Like a vase or something?
Yeah, so there's a few. So one time my brother was vacuuming and he tripped and his elbow went through the wall, like full on hole in the wall in the part we were renting. So then we were like, oh my God, we have to if he broke, it was our problem. So we have to fix this. So Justin Source Magazine. So one day we redecorated his whole room because we couldn't just because it was like his elbow height.
Right.
It wasn't a poster. Who puts a poster down here? So we had to redecorate Justin's entire room. We put posters, Monet, everywhere. High, low, over cutting out sockets, DMX on the roof. We changed the sheets. We did all this stuff because to make this, she never, until we moved.
That is so shady. So
actually, not only that, Justin moved out. And then I was still there. And then when Justin moved out, we had to change his room. And she was like, what the fuck is this?
And then so y'all made Martha Caldwell miss out on her fucking security deposit. That is so shady.
Also, one time, it's always back. I think I'm playing with Grizzly, the dog. And we knocked over this candle, the candle holder.
Oh, okay.
The candle hit the ground and snapped. It was these blue and white candle holders that Mama had pretty much from not our whole life, but from 5th grade until she probably still has them. Anyway, my mom probably still doesn't know to this day. This fucking thing broke into 3 pieces. Bitch, when I say we restoration. I could work at the fucking Smithsonian restoring broken pottery the way
was it a candle holder?
It was a candle holder.
It was tall.
But it was tall, but it was ceramic. It was a ceramic candle holder.
And it broke in 3?
To 3 pieces.
Must have been dense. It was
hollow.
It was hollow.
It broke, and then a little piece broke, and then the way we were painting, nail glue, super glue,
drag.
That candle was in full fucking drag. The amount of things that my mom, the amount of security deposits, warranties.
I know. I don't feel bad about that. When Kamika went to St. Lucia with me in 2014, we danced Carnival together. And we were just at my house, and my mom had this one room. It was it's not the TV room, the living room. But the living room, you couldn't go in the living room. It was just a big white rug and this glass table and these 3 things on it. And then Kamika and I was sitting in the living room. So this is 2014. I was 2014. I was 24. We're in St. Lucia, and we're in this thing. We had a little bit to drink, whatever. And I'm playing around. Bitch, I tripped, and I fell into the table. Table smashes. The things are this big. The 3 things. Those all break. And
and what floor of the mansion are you on?
This is the first floor.
Got it. Okay.
And I was like, what was that? And then she comes down the hallway, and I'm sitting in the mess, and Kamika is just laughing. She cannot keep her cool. She's just laughing in real time.
See, me and Justin, if I tripped and landed and my mom was there, we would both get together and be like, we did it.
Really?
We broke it.
No.
It was us. I am Spartacus.
No. Justin's crazy. I've been
me too. That was also.
Did it.
But Justin wasn't by himself. We did that. That was how we were just together. We were very adamant about I don't know what it was. I think it was because one time my mom gave me this punishment because I said I hated my brother.
I remember this. And don't talk to him.
Then don't ever speak to him again. And I was so at first I was fine, fuck it, I don't want to talk to him. I don't even like him. And then by the end of the day, we were both sobbing. Maybe I was just sobbing. I don't know. I was a crybaby. And she was like, you never say anything like that about your brother ever again.
And you learned that lesson. So now are you riding out for Justin? To this day. If Justin came up in this building and shot everyone that lived here, what would you do? Are you riding or dying?
I would try to figure out a way to help Justin get away from this situation.
Work.
Although that is directly against what my mom told me to do.
What's your mom say?
My mom said, don't you ever stand up for your brother if he's in the wrong.
Work.
That's one of my mom's biggest rules. Never stand up for someone if they're in the wrong. But Justin is the one person I'm like, I don't know. We're going to have to.
That's so sweet.
We're going to have to see.
I found your Achilles heel.
We're going to kidnap Justin. You going to set Justin up? Damn.
I want 100% of Sibling Rivalry, and Justin gets it. See?
But I'm. It's also been a lot. I mean, me and my brother see each other like once a year at this point. I've seen him twice during quarantine.
Work.
Actually, now my brother does this thing where he did this twice during quarantine. Hey, Chris, man, what you doing? I'm at home. All right, I'm being LA tomorrow.
During the quarantine?
Tomorrow, Justin? Tomorrow.
Work.
Tomorrow. Yeah, you can hang out. No, just have a job. I can't hang out tomorrow. No, I can't hang out tomorrow. He did it to me twice.
And you didn't hang out with him?
Second time I was able to hang out. I had work. When was this, to cancel my job?
Yes, he's your brother. Before it was, I would take on the Taliban. I was like, I'm not canceling my job.
I said to help exonerate. I didn't, or get to. I can't. You know how it is. We don't work at Target.
You're a boss, bitch. You say I'm not coming to coach. I gotta hang with my brother. Fuck that coach money. I'm hanging out with my
But
kid.
I couldn't even get you to leave AOL to fucking do our podcast, and where you was the executive producer. Now you.
Yeah, well, what do you mean?
Build.
You couldn't get me to leave. When did I have to leave?
There were moments I'm like, one day we got to do a podcast. Well, I build. I build. Can I tell you right now? We have a podcast about resentments.
Oh, this resentment?
No, this is supposed to be about hygiene.
Right. I don't know what we're gonna call this.
This is going to be the one about conflict resolution.
Do you want? Okay, hold my hands. Do you want to say your part in today?
I don't know what my. Okay. I acknowledge.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I can go first. I can acknowledge that this morning I could have been a little more gracious to you at my home, thanking you, and being more excited to see the things that you have to show me now. Because I honestly, genuinely am excited to see them. I'm just a little tired, and I shouldn't let my exuberance. I shouldn't let my exuberance hinder my excitement for see the cool things you have here.
That feels really nice to hear. Thank you very much for saying that. And I have been inflammatory. You know, just because I think someone's in a mood doesn't mean I have to say it. Mm-hmm. And I had said it. And I'm just so grateful to have you as my friend.
Just your friend? I call you and Jay my platonic life partners. Am I your platonic life partner?
I would say, yeah. I actually was thinking today about writing a song about you.
What kind of song?
Like a best friend song.
That's my best friend.
No, like more like a moving, like kind of like a love song almost.
Oh my God! I would love that.
I was like writing lyrics in my head. I was like, oh, I'm thinking about lyrics for my best friend. I was literally thinking about that today.
That would make me cry. And the fact that you didn't do it is some fucking bullshit.
Oh my God. We were really at a sweet moment. Y'all, thank you so much. This is a roller coaster of an episode.
It really is. I can't. You are crazy.
Me, by myself. Say goodbye. What does Whoopi say? Say goodbye. You know who said it to?
Megan?
No, it was to Judge Shapiro.
Oh, Janine
Shapiro.
Yeah.
Whoopi said, bitch, say goodbye. That is one of the best moments from the view ever.
Great. It's
See,
great.
this is the energy I wanted. Oh my God. Thank you for doing that for me. Bye everyone.
Bye.